Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what this Sam Dam is going on. Let's put this here. Okay, we got the Wi-Fi on now, so briefly, while we shut out this live real quick. Rules, what's going on, man? Yeah, sorry about that, guys. The live was gimped for some reason. Thrax, what's going on, man? Okay, let's see if this works this time. Shout out to Isaiah, man. And shout out to Hidden History, dude. What's going on, everyone? So one of the guys, top guys on Mr. What's his name, Tucker Carlson. There's a clip that's going viral right now. I don't watch that guy. Like I said, I think he is probably CIA plant, but we do know that something strange is going on in the Middle East with this whole strait being closed. And also, I just found out that they're pushing for. A lot of people think that they can just drive an older car and get around all this strange AI stuff that's coming around with the new vehicles. But the new gasoline that they're making by law, which is 15% ethanol, that's not even supposed to go in a car that is older than 2001, that is pre 2001, because it fries the gaskets in it. It's like a solvent, right? Corn ethanol is a solvent and it degrades all the gaskets and everything. So people's cars are just going to get wrecked. You're not going to be able to get around this by driving an old vehicle. This is 100 exactly. Look what Miss Kita said. She said the E15 is going to destroy the old motors. That's the plan, unless you think that all this stuff is a random coincidence and a random chance. But if you really pay attention, even just a little bit, you realize something strange is going on here big time. So we're discussing this and a lot more on my Rumble live stream channel right now, which is actually free speech. We would be able to make our own gas popsicle cat 790, and that's what people were doing this is what has to do with the prohibition. Apparently, moonshine, the old engines, you could actually run on moonshine. They didn't want people growing, or rather making their own fuel, which is freaking shocking. So that's another thing with the Rudolph diesel. His engine was supposed to run on peanut oil. We were supposed to be able to grow our own fuel, but they want us completely dependent on petrochemicals, and then now they're pulling the plug on them. It's going to be extremely strange. That's right, Rossi. Dude, Rossi's paying attention. All of you guys are. So listen, we're live on Rumble right now. It's at the link in my bio. You got to come over to Rumble because we have a lot more to discuss that we cannot mention fully on here for obvious reasons, like the situation that is unfolding as we speak. I've gotten strikes on here before for talking about literally fluoride, so this is on a whole nother level. Minnesota passed a law that antique cars can only be driven to museums or car shows. They aren't allowed to be your daily driver. Wow. Well, dude, in the UK, there's already certain roads you can't drive on certain days of the week because it's a low emission zone. And if your car's past a certain age, it's crazy. So guys, we're live on Rumble right now. It's at the link in my bio. I hope to see you guys there. You also could get there by commenting the word Rumble on any one of my posts. But otherwise, just click the link in my profile. Come on over to Rumble now. And we're discussing this in full detail. I don't know what this Anthony Rodriguez guy is saying, but I do wonder, okay? We'll talk about the giant trees on my Rumble as well, all right? So I hope to see all of you guys on there. It's, again, Rumble is free to download, free to watch, and free speech. And also, they have a ton of documentaries on there that you cannot get on YouTube that are totally banned on YouTube. So you do want to come over to Rumble. I totally get, though, for those people who, we won't like to admit it, but if you're into just the 30-second dopamine hits from scrolling reels, I get it. But for deep dives, that's what we do on Rumble. Okay, so Tiger and Lizzie, click the link in my profile. You'll see the link tree. You click that, and then you'll see Rumble. I hope to see you guys there, all right? Much love, everyone. Okay, let's see. Boom, bang, bing. Oh, wow. My chalk, all the stuff I got is at the mailbox right now. Well, that's awesome. So I'll be drinking, well, I wonder if we're even supposed to, I'm not supposed to mention the Chad mode because we're running low on it. Welcome, everyone. So shout out to DJ Mustard Gas. Dude, did you know that chemo, that's how they first figured out chemo? It started with mustard gas. Like, I don't exactly know how, but that is the story anyway, was that they did mustard gas, and that's how they figured out how to do chemo, which is shocking. But shout out to Mustard Gas. He said he just had his daily, his 7 Wonders, and his Tomcat, and minerals. DJ, chlorine too, right, is a part of mustard gas, and people are in a chlorine basically gas chamber if you're showering in tap water. So dude, I'm stoked that you're freaking getting the minerals into you, detoxing all that crazy stuff. Basically trace amounts of mustard gas pretty much. Shout out to DJ Mustard Gas, man. Shout out to Stop Satan. He said free energy is available by putting an antenna as high up as possible and connect to a copper wire to the ground running circuit. I know I got to figure out how to do this stuff because I know there's a way to get free energy. We just got to have a couple of blueprints, or if you're like a master electrician or an engineer, you will know. Surely if you can look at Nikola Tesla stuff and figure it out pretty quick, I'm sure. Shout out to DJ Mustard. Okay, hold on a second. Boom, bang, bing. Yeah, that's awesome. Mustard Gas, when did you first get your chalk, by the way? Shout out to Rules and Tools as well, who, by the way, guys, is fully into natural farming and natural solutions to the shocking situation that's happening agriculturally around the world right now, and also in the Western world pretty significantly, with all these strange contaminants and freaking the glyphosate and the atrazine. It's absolutely wild, man. So shout out to Rules and Tools, who's actually solution-based, man. Okay, hold on a second. Boom, bang, bing. Welcome, everyone, and welcome all the new people, too. Really, DJ, are you serious? Have you actually been subscribed for that long? Or is that the first time you tried it and then like on and off 4 or 5 years? Let me know, DJ Mustard, because I might have something crazy for you on the live, depending on your answer. So yeah, this morning I found out, or no, sorry, last night I found out that I should have seen this coming, man. Anyone who thinks they can just drive an old car and get around the 2027 new vehicles have AI surveillance. Anyone who thought that? No, man. It used to be, there's a website called puregas.org, and you could find gas stations that have no ethanol at all, which can run in any freaking motor, basically. A few years go by, and all of a sudden now the nearest one to me is like 45 minutes away. In some places, it's hours away to find a gas station that has no ethanol. Well, they're trying to make it a law now that not only is the 10% ethanol the norm, they're trying to make 15% ethanol the complete norm as well, which will gimp all older vehicles, almost like planned obsolescence out the yin yang. They're already planned, like new vehicles are already planned to be completely pieces of shit in like 10 years or less. But the fact that now even the gas, like, dude, what do you call that? We're dependent on their fuel that they supply to us, and the fuel destroys old cars, which then they want us in new cars, which will be AI driven. Like, this is quite a devious plot, you got to admit. Freaking shocking, man. Mustard gas. So get this. So guys, before we get into all the shocking AI stuff that they have planned and the amount of trails people are talking about is being sprayed in the sky right now. Shout out to Butterdog. I do have to mention this one's for you, Mustard gas, depending on, we'll see what you say. Before we started this live, I just saw a post, and I've talked about this in the past, but it was cool to see it posted again. Not that it's a feel-good post, but it's an important thing to know. They did a couple years ago a pretty significant study across the entirety of the United States, mainland, and even Hawaii. And it's something to the tune of 90% of people have atrazine in their blood, which is the chemical that Tyrone Hayes exposed, which was reversing the gender of frogs. Okay. So basically, that's in the conventional food supply. It's also in the water supply. So people are showering and absorbing in it that way. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know that the frogs drank the atrazine, but they did swim in the tank. So maybe it absorbed through their skin, but also their mouth is probably open sometimes underwater. Actually, I don't really think so. So yeah, they probably just swam in atrazine and it reversed their gender. We're swimming in it and consuming it because it's in the food supply. It has never been more important to detox and rejuvenate and be of sound mind and sound body. And literally right before this live, Chalk, which you guys have seen me mention before, who has the chocolate powder, they have a whole bunch of superfoods on the site. They told me that they have a special $160 worth of freebies to give away to one lucky person on the live today. So I guess I'm kind of riding high on that news. I'm going to put the link in the chat, and this is the first step of getting your $160 worth of freebies. So you go to chalk.com, CHOQ.com. I just put it in the chat. It is first come, first serve, so you want to click this link ASAP. You go to chalk.com. The number one superfood at chalk.com for men and women is the hot water purified shilajit, which many of you have maybe heard me mention before. What makes ours different is that the conventional shilajit tar resin is like 20 to 30% water and usually full of heavy metals and significantly diluted, whereas the chalk shilajit is hot water purified and then it's the water is evaporated, making it a potent concentrate. So it's on average 5 to 10 times as potent as conventional shilajit. It also is clinically studied. So when women take it, it's a hormone optimizer. It's a fertility booster. It stimulates the production of new brain cells, which is called neurogenesis. So you get way sharper memory, concentration, and focus while you're taking it. When guys take it, it boosts total testosterone 21% in 90 days, plus sperm count, sperm motility, mental clarity, energy levels, stamina, and more. Like, it is considered literally the destroyer of weakness. That is the number one superfood at chalk.com for men and women. And the second most potent superfood for men and women is the organic ashwagandha. So the organic ashwagandha is considered to be the king of herbs in India. Most ashwagandha is farmed in China. Ours is certified organic, and it's 14 times as potent as conventional ashwagandha that's found on Amazon. And we have a full write-up of this on the website. It's clinically studied. So ashwagandha, it's a hormone optimizer. It's pro-fertile. It's pro-cognition and cognitive function. It also, for guys, boosts testosterone, and for women, it calibrates your endocrine system. It's considered to be one of the most powerful hormone optimizers in the natural world. So the way the deal works, it's first come, first serve. The first person to go to chalk.com and you look at the male or female vitality stack. So these are the two most potent combos of superfoods for men and women. The first person to put a male or female stack in their cart and apply the discount code 44life. That's the discount code I put next to the website link, choq.com. If you put the male or female stack in your cart and you apply the discount code 44life, you get a 44% off lifetime discount, which you can cancel or modify at any time. Drops the price 44% off for life. And then automatically you're going to get a $100 bag of the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, the chocolate powder, which massively stimulates stem cell production. It also boosts your gut microbiome, and it's believed to decalcify the pineal gland. Plus, there's a million other benefits to raw heirloom cacao. Most people have never had heirloom cacao, by the way. You may have had organic cacao, which is semi-popular, but to have it certified organic and genetically tested to be the original heirloom cacao is completely on another wavelength. So $100 free bag of lit powder, and you get a $60 bottle of the chalk minerals. The chalk minerals are extracted from a humic shale deposit in Utah, and we looked at the benefits of humic acid yesterday on the live, which I knew some benefits of it, but so humic acid is one of the bioactive compounds that's in the chalk minerals. It's also in the shilajit, by the way. Now listen to this. Boom, bang, bing. Oh, wow, they changed yeah, there we go. So get this. Key benefits of the free minerals that you get in your freebie deal if you get the male, if you're the first person to get the male or female stack with the code 44life. Detoxification and heavy metal binding. People are talking about the chemtrails today, the freaking heavy metals raining down from the sky. Humic acid, which again is also in the shilajit, which is in the male and female vitality stacks, has a unique molecular structure that acts as a natural chelator. Chelator is basically to chelate. It's in Latin, it means to claw, so it takes stuff out of you. It can it can bind to heavy metals, toxins, and free radicals in the digestive tract. Keep in mind, all pesticides and herbicides contain heavy metals because it's totally petrochemical bullshit, right? So not only does it detox pesticides and herbicides, but also heavy metals and free radicals in the digestive tract, preventing them from being absorbed into the body and facilitating their safe removal. Now, my understanding too is that anything with the full matrix of bioavailable minerals, if it's a bioavailable mineral, it's going to replace a heavy metal in the body. That's basically how it works. So if you're taking the Irish moss, the wild crafted Irish moss, which is in the female vitality stack, you're getting the full matrix of minerals, which rebuilds your DNA, massively detoxifies you, and also increases brain function and cellular function hugely. In fact, Irish moss too is considered a ton, like one of the most powerful beauty supplements. I didn't know this, but it must be because of all the minerals in there that's super good for hair, skin, and nails. It's actually, I don't think it's called chelate. I think it's chelate, but let me know. I thought it was chelate. Well, that is how it's spelled, but I thought it was chelate, not chelate, or chelate rather. Maybe pretty, tomato, eh? Tomato, potato, fuck. So Irish moss, super detoxing. And also keep in mind too, the shilajit, the Irish moss, and the chalk minerals all massively increase nutrient absorption in the body because every single every single vitamin requires a mineral to activate it. So it is imperative, if you're getting the full matrix of minerals, you are getting way more nutrients from your food that you're already eating to begin with. And also, even if you're eating 100% organically today, you're getting less than 10% of the full matrix of minerals. So you do want to make sure you get the full dose of freaking minerals to be able to get more nutrients from your food and also to rebuild your DNA, because minerals are the building blocks of all life, and they are frequencies of light, and your DNA is light codes. So they work together. It's a freaking amazing thing. But that's the Irish moss. That's in the female stack. But listen, so first person to get the male or female stack, whatchamacallit, at chalk.com, and you put the subscription in your cart, and you also apply the discount code 44life, you get a 44% off lifetime discount, which you can cancel or modify at any time, and you get $160 worth of freebies. The $100 bag of the chocolate powder and the $60 bottle of the chalk minerals, which you're going to feel like $1 million taking. Now, the minerals, so get this. Oh, what I was going to say to you too, Mr. Where did you go? Mustard gas. Let me know. Well, you did tell me what you're taking. When did your renewal come through, basically, Mustard? Because maybe you got like a sweetheart deal or something. But this is the current deal. Chalk's got 44 life, and you're getting $160 worth of freebies. The next person who gets a male or female stack. Keep in mind, so the female stack is the chalk shilajit, the chalk ashwagandha, and also the wild crafted Irish moss. And the female stack is one of the most clinically researched, because you got the ashwagandha, it has 43 or 46 clinical studies, and then the shilajit, which has 12. We're talking hormones, brain function, fertility, detox. So listen to the other benefits of the free minerals that you get if you get a stack on this live. Humic acid. Humic acid is one of the main bioactive compounds in the shilajit and in the chalk minerals. Acts as a prebiotic. These help support the growth of beneficial gut bacteria while inhibiting the proliferation of unfortunate things, put it that way. This can help improve the integrity of the intestinal wall. That's crazy. I never heard this benefit. And also massively, oh wow, it says stuff here I don't even know if I can mention. Let's just say it really supports gut health, especially if you have any gut things going on, which pretty much everyone does if you drank, fluoride or chlorine or GMOs or anything, or consume GMOs. Humic acid is rich in polyphenols and other antioxidants. It neutralizes harmful reactive oxygen species, ROS, in the body, which reduces oxidative stress. I got to be careful what I say here, but basically it's really freaking good for you, dude. Fulvic acid, let me ask it actually. That's a good question. All I know is that fulvic acid and humic acid, difference between fulvic and humic acid. All I know is that Shilajit has both fulvic and humic acid, and that those are the two bioavailable or bioactive compounds in the Shilajit that make it really good for you. Look what Rules and Tools says. Dude, that's crazy, man. He just said cacao in chalk has an ORAC value of 97,428 blank blank per 100 grams, which is 4 times the amount of antioxidants of goji berries, 15 times the amount of antioxidants of blueberries, or 80 times the antioxidants of green tea. Dude, Rules and Tools, shut up, bro. Are you freaking serious? I'm screenshotting that right now. That is crazy, dude. I should know I know that the chaga has super high antioxidant content as well, but I didn't know the percentages like that. Everyone screenshot Rules and Tools as comment. Again, you're getting the free lit and the free chalk minerals if you're the next person to get a male or female stack with the code 44life. Again, that works on subscriptions. You can cancel or modify your subscription at any time. Just keep in mind the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days, so you do want to get a consistent dose. Shout out to Tim and Mustard, who both had their lits this morning. I think Tim said he had his lit. Look at the freaking ORAC value. So ORAC is the antioxidant content, which is freaking wild. So the difference between fulvic and humic acid is their molecular size and solubility, which dictates how they function in the body. While humic acid is a large molecule that works primarily within the digestive tract, fulvic acid is small enough to enter individual cells directly. Dude, so Shilajit, wow, enters cells and bloodstream. Bro. Fulvic acid, the nutrient transporter. Fulvic acid is highly bioavailable and acts as a natural shuttle. It chelates, binds to vitamins and minerals, carrying them through cell membranes to be used for energy and repair. It also is a potent antioxidant that can cross the blood-brain barrier to neutralize free radicals at the cellular level. Okay, okay. I gotta take a screenshot of this, bro. Are you freaking kidding me? Shout out to Google's AI, bro. I knew some benefits, but I'm literally learning as I'm talking to you guys right now. That's what you're getting in the Shilajit, which is in the male and female vitality stack. I'm going to shout out the live on Instagram real quick in a moment here. If you're on the website, quickly get your order placed with the discount code 44life to unlock 44% off lifetime discount, cancel or modify at any time, and automatically you're going to receive $160 worth of freebies. There's a ton of people on the site right now, by the way, more people than we have freebies to give away. So if you're on the fence, quickly get your order placed. I think there's a few female stacks at cart, and male stacks. Keep it. So the female stack is the Shilajit, the ashwagandha, and the wild crafted Irish moss. And the male stack contains the chalk daily, the Tongkat Ali, and the organic ashwagandha. So both the male and female stack have both Shilajit and ashwagandha. The difference is in the female stack, you get the wild crafted Irish moss, which is from Nova Scotia. By the way, this is a big deal. The vast majority of Irish moss on the internet is farmed in the Caribbean, and it's full of microplastics. The chalk Irish moss, wild crafted from Nova Scotia, extremely clean and pure because it's far away from a bunch of islands that don't treat their gray water. And that stuff is, dude, the benefits are literally, I don't want to say miraculous, but I mean like pretty freaking good for you for just a damn plant grown in the ocean. And then the male stack, I didn't even mention this yet. The Tongkat Ali in the male stack, dude, listen to this, because a bunch of people are looking at the male vitality stacks at chalk.com right now. The Tonkat Ali. And shout out to Linguini, who got a mail stack yesterday, by the way. Shout out to freaking Linguini. You're going to be stoked, dude. The Tonkat 100, which is in the mail stack, boosts free testosterone 87% in 21 days. Clinically studied, our Tonkat. It's wild crafted from the chemical-free Malaysian rainforest. And it also, Tonkat Ali has been shown to boost sperm count by up to 688%. Just from taking a little micro capsule of Tonkat per freaking day, dude. And again, that's in the male stack, which also has the Shilajit. And Shilajit is a potentiator, so it increases the potential of any other herbs or superfoods that's taken with it. So you can imagine what it feels like to all of a sudden be getting all of these adaptogens and superfoods into your system. So hold on a second. A bunch of people are on the site. So I am about to shout out the live on Instagram real quick. When I do, there's going to be another bunch of people on here. We will end up giving away the $160 worth of freebies. Oh, someone just got, congratulations who just got the Shilajit and the Tonkat Ali. Someone just got a Shilajit and a Tonkat, which means they didn't quite get a stack, but that's okay. We're going to still hook them up with a $60 bottle of minerals, the chalk minerals. But that means we still have a slot left for if you get the male or female stack, you're the first person to get the male or female stack, you're getting $160 worth of freebies. Just make sure you're putting the subscription in your cart, not the one-time order, and you apply the discount code 44life properly so you get the 44% off lifetime discount. And then again, you can cancel or modify your subscription at any time. Just keep in mind the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. So you do want to get a consistent dose to experience the full range of benefits. It is important to get this stuff into you consistently. And it's because we're also consistently exposed to very strange contaminants, heavy metals, and mind-altering chemicals, which is, of course, part of the plan. Shout out to Hidden History, who said, no joke about the increase in testosterone. Dude, Hidden History, I don't even know how long he's been taking. Like, are you on day 45, Hidden History, or has it been like a month or something? Far North fan, well, I mean, Far North fan, you and Captain Walt would get along, but there is organic maple sugar crystals in the chocolate powder as well. I don't know that like GMO corn syrup sugar and organic maple sugar crystals or honey is the same unfortunateness for you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like honey has a bajillion benefits. And I don't know, man. Don't we have sugar receptors? Like, I'm sure we're meant to have a bit of sugar, but I do think fasting is important too. Look what Rules and Tools just said. He said Shilajit versus ashwagandha, HPA axis. I forget what HPA stands for. Remind me, Rules. Shilajit supports adrenal energy reserves. Ashwagandha directly reduces cortisol. Testosterone. Shilajit raises free and total T via mitochondrial steroidogenesis. What the heck is that, bro? I've never even heard of that word. Shout out to Rules and Tools. This guy, man, it's because his mom is a naturopath and has been so his whole life. So he has like inside info on information that most people could not even wrap their heads around, dude. Shout out to freaking Rules and Tools, man. So hold on a second. Let me double check. There's a bunch of people on the site right now. If you guys are on the site, get your order placed ASAP. We are going to be shouting this live out on on Instagram basically now. If you're on the fence, you haven't tried chalk before, this is a shocking deal. $160 worth of freebies. Usually it's like 10% off or something, or maybe a little freebie here or there. But right now it's $160 worth of freebies and 44% off for life, which is absolutely insane. So congratulations in advance. Hold on a second. I'm getting blown up here. Boom, bang, bang. And a ton of you guys were asking too when we're doing the next freebie deal. And it's basically, this is only for this live feed, by the way. This is not like on an Instagram. The $160 worth of freebies is exclusively exclusive to this live stream. So let me just double check here. A bunch of people are on the site right now, by the way. Let me just double check. Oh yeah, and also I didn't mention though, the ashwagandha massively increases melatonin production, so you get about 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it, in addition to being pro-fertile, pro-hormone, and super detoxifying. And cognition too. I didn't know ashwagandha increases cognition, but I can imagine, because if it massively improves your sleep quality, kind of a game changer that for your brain function, I guess. I figure that's probably what it is. There's probably also other compounds in it that are responsible for the massive brain boosting effects. Rule says collagen tissue. Shilajit upregulates collagen synthesis genes. That's right. Ashwagandha supports connective tissue recovery. No way. Dude. Shilajit, mineral and energy resilience. Ashwagandha, HPA axis modulation. Wow, dude. By the way, I just clicked Rules and Tools' Instagram page this morning, and he's literally like making natural, organic freaking he's making compost tea as we speak. He's like fermenting plants to dump into his soil. His soil is full of mycelium. I don't think that stuff passed by me. Rules and Tools. I noticed, bro. And then you got strawberries being washed here. You got a moldy, some type of crazy mold concoction, which I'm sure is some healing thing you're going to put in the soil. Freaking amazing, dude. Herbert follows you too, I see. Okay, hold on a second. Boom, bang, bing. Let me see. Hold on a sec. Oh, wow. Shout out to Far North Ben, jumping into an appointment. Frickin' giver, that's awesome. Wish to see the highest possible outcome. That's what you say before you go into any appointment or any building. They say, I wish to see the highest possible outcome. Or you could just pray. Maybe that's more of a manifestational sounding thing, but that's what I heard a long time ago. Linguini, does the chocolate have caffeine? So heirloom cacao does have a trace or a small, rather, amount of caffeine naturally occurring in it, but they don't add any caffeine to it. If you wanted added caffeine that's organic, cold water extracted from green coffee beans, you'd go with the Chad mode. But you already just ordered yesterday. You're going to love your freaking lit powder, dude, and the full-blown stack as well. So let me shut out this live real quick. Hold on a second. I can't believe they're doing that with the gas, man. That is so deviously devious, isn't it? So basically, a lot of people thought they'd be able to get away with whatchamacallit, just driving an old car with all this new AI stuff they're pushing with vehicles. So 2027, can you picture this for a second? 2027, you buy a new car because your car that you got in 2023 is a hunk of junk now because they're all built to be destroyed imminently. All of a sudden, there's a camera pointing at your face that AIs you and scans your eyeballs. So if you put a piece of tape over the camera, what happens then? Car probably doesn't drive. It like legally needs to scan your face while you drive. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? And then if you think you're driving an old car and you'll get around all this, they're using new gasoline E15 gas, which will destroy all the old motors. 100%. Shout out to Adam, dude. Adam, I'll tell you all about that on my Rumble. Guys, listen, the stream keeps getting disconnected. They don't want you hearing this stuff. We're live streaming on Rumble right now, which is at the link in my bio, and we're discussing a lot of stuff that I guess they do not want you hearing on freaking Rumble, or sorry, on Instagram. So we're live on Rumble right now. It's at the link in my bio. You can click the link in my bio and come over. We have, what do we got? 40 people on right now. Where this is where we do deep dives into all of the strange and shocking situations that are unfolding as we speak, including, Mary, I just mentioned you, Mary, including the AI stuff and the shocking potential of a global energy shock coming around the corner. Shout out to Roger Irish Ward. We're discussing a bunch of stuff on my Rumble channel right now, which is free to download, free to watch, and free speech. It's at the link in my bio. Click the link, come on over. And this is for also, by the way, a dopamine reset, because so many people are unfortunately fried their dopamine receptors because of all these reels, man. So it's a deep dive on Rumble. Lib, we're talking about the E15 gas, which is 15% ethanol, which will strip and fry all of the old engines, which is 100% part of the plan, man. It is. They do not want you driving an old vehicle. Shout out to Mary again. Don't worry, Mercy. Okay, guys, so come to Rumble now. It's at the link in my bio. I hope to see you guys there. And this is, again, Rumble, free to download, free to watch, and free speech. And it's at the link in my bio. And we're doing a deep dive on the stuff they clearly don't want you knowing because they keep shutting down this live stream. Okay, I hope to see you guys on Rumble. Much love, everyone. Boom, bang, bing. Let's see. Does anyone ever seen the movie Dark City with Keith Sutherland? Someone's asking me for a review on it, but I've never seen it. Let me know if you guys have ever seen that movie and what it's about. Um, that's right, Rules and Tools. That's right. It's not roasted. It's green coffee beans, cold water extracted. The caffeine is cold water extracted. How come people care more about animals than human life? Farmer Nate, I was vegan, dude. I don't know if we're gonna get into a vegan talk on this live, bro. I'm done. I'm honestly. Is anyone even vegan anymore these days? I think Lou is actually, and Lou's cool. So I'm not roasting veganism, but I was vegan, dude. You're not gonna. I'm done with being vegan. I probably shaved like 10 years off my life being vegan, to be honest. And I ate healthy. I was a healthy vegan, if that's even possible. What I mean is, I didn't buy like what should we call it? Beyond Meat shit. Kate says, I obsessively maintain my 2015 and 2011 cars. Good, Kate. Keep them freaking clean. Keep them dialed. Change that oil. Oh, so guess what? I still got to make a post on this. Junkyards. You used to be able to go, if you crack a bumper or bust a freaking taillight, you could go to the junkyard, the scrapyard, and off a similar vehicle for $50, get a new headlight, whatever. Now, get this devious satanicness. New vehicles, I don't know what year, literally have a software in the freaking parts. The parts have a microchip. And basically, if you want to go get a new part off a different vehicle that would obviously be compatible with your vehicle because it's the same vehicle, right? Same model, same make. And you plug in, it's the same thing that Apple does, bro. It's the same thing that Apple does. If you want to use a third-party charger, it doesn't work. If you want to use anything third-party, it tells the phone this is not a real Apple thing and it doesn't work. I mean, I know you can jailbreak it and you can jailbreak cars too, but it's a pain in the ass. If you want to go and even change your brake pads, there's a new component thing to where you literally need to take it to the dealership and they got to run some coding into it, some software to be able to change the brake pad. And so if you get a new headlight from a junkyard, from a similar vehicle, and you plug it into your car, the car or truck will read it as a not officially sanctioned part, and it will give you warnings and it won't even work. This is what they're freaking doing, and it's absolutely shocking. And they've been at this for a long time, obviously. But what else is crazy is that even if someone's thinking like, okay, I'll just get an electric car. I know you guys aren't thinking that. But, and then I won't have to worry about my gas car being banned. I just have an electric car. But we know the EMFs coming off those, the electromagnetic frequencies, pretty much will probably cause infertility. If you're sitting on a bank of batteries, the dirty electricity of that literally fries your sperm and damages your DNA. And that's the same thing, by the way, with Wi-Fi, cell towers, smart meters, all types of wireless emitting devices. It is part of what's known as, and literally write this down and go research it after this live, silent weapons for quiet wars. That's what this is. It's a silent, covert attack on humanity with frequencies. It's not an accident. There's just a bit of corruption going on. It's like literally part of the plan. So you may be thinking that's not fun to think about. Well, what's even more shocking is that because we're also being sprayed with heavy metals as we speak, apparently, and there's some whistleblowers who blew this whistle, the conductive metals that are being sprayed in the trails react with the electromagnetic frequencies in the cell towers and the Wi-Fi and the smart meters. And they are trying to, or it's like literally a system to alter your vibrational frequencies subtly, covertly. You never even know what's going on. But if you've never done a heavy metal detox, you're even more affected by the cell towers, the Wi-Fi, and the smart meters, which are everywhere, by the way. I don't know if you guys know where your smart meter is on your house. I think most of you should or do. I think most of you probably do. But know where your smart meter is, because you want to try to be as far away from that thing as you can. And also you want to unplug your Wi-Fi at night, 100%. These are just a couple things you could do. But my thing is this: bare feet on the ground grounds out the positive ions from the cell tower disruptions to our biome. So that's good. But also, if someone hasn't detoxed heavy metals before, they are literally, shout out to Lavore, shout out to App Rumpf, and also VG and all the new people, Nate, all of you guys. Welcome everyone to Rumble. We're just discussing different angles that their attack on us is how they do it. And this is why the one whistleblower came out and said, if you think of tinfoil in a microwave, that's basically us if we're not detoxing the heavy metals, because the cell towers, they can be cranked up. They often are cranked up, and it does have an effect, unfortunately, on our vibrational frequency. This is part of the plan to alter our state of consciousness. So before we get into the AI car stuff and the World War III energy disruption, global energy shock thing that may be coming around the corner, Kate, I'm so glad you got to do that, by the way. I'm going to tell everyone what Kate's up to in a second. Literally right before I started this live, Chalk messaged me. You guys have seen me mention Chalk before. They said that we're giving away $160 worth of freebies to one lucky person on the live, maybe two, which is the $100 bag of the Chalk Lit powder and the $60 bottle of the Chalk minerals. So the Chalk Lit is heirloom cacao from Bolivia, certified organic, certified heirloom, which is known to detox heavy metals. It binds to free radicals. It increases the production of stem cells, which repairs damaged tissue and damaged cells. It's also pro-fertile. You can eat it by the spoon dry. It's freaking delicious. And it's believed to decalcify the pineal gland. So they're giving that away for free. And the Chalk minerals, which are extracted from a humic shale deposit in Utah, which has the full matrix of minerals, which rebuilds your DNA, is extremely detoxifying. It binds to free radicals and heavy metals and excretes them out of your digestive tract. And it also increases nutrient absorption and nutrient delivery. That's what you're getting in the Chalk minerals. There's a million other benefits I'll read to you in a second, but that's $160 worth of freebies. The way the deal works, it's first come, first serve. You got to be the first person. So I just put the link in the chat that goes to chalk.com. So Chalk is based in Texas. They ship out of Georgia. They have an all-American customer service team, and they have over 5,000 third-party verified 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. This is what I use to detox heavy metals. So it's not just like we're sitting here talking about chemtrails and all these things and not, talking about solutions. And of course, a free solution is fasting. You can go fast. I do think depending on, your line of work, like it could be difficult to fast depending on what kind of job you have or whatever. You got to pick, like if you have 3 days off or something, that's when you should do your fast. You don't want to have to be doing any heavy lifting or labor or even too much mental work if you're doing an actual water fast, like 0 calories. But that's a free way to detox. I'm doing also that. I do fast regularly. I'm intermittent fasting right now even. But I also think it's important to take all that the world has to offer for detoxing and superfoods, like the Shilajit, like the chocolate powder, and like the Chalk minerals. So the way the deal works to get $160 worth of freebies, which is first come, first serve, you first click the link to go to chalk.com. The number one superfood at chalk.com for men and women is the hot water purified Shilajit, which is a hormone optimizer. It's a fertility booster. It massively increases the production of new brain cells, which is called neurogenesis. So you get way sharper memory, concentration, and focus while you're taking it. It's also a hormone optimizer. And when guys take it, it boosts testosterone. And for women, it calibrates your endocrine system. We just found out that fulvic acid, so Shilajit has fulvic and humic acid both in it, right? Humic acid has a unique molecular structure that acts as a natural chelator, which means it takes things, it claws it out of the body. That's what chelate means in Latin. It can bind to heavy metals, toxins, and free radicals in the digestive tract, preventing them from being absorbed into the body and facilitating their safe removal. That's what happens if you're taking the Shilajit. It's detoxing the metals, dude. It's freaking huge. So the Shilajit is in both the male and female vitality stack. What Chalk told me before the live is the first person to go to chalk.com and put a male or female vitality stack in your cart and apply the discount code 44life. You get a 44% off lifetime discount, which you can cancel or modify at any time. And automatically, if you're the first one to place your order, you get $160 worth of freebies included in your order automatically, which is the chocolate powder and the $60 bottles of the Chalk minerals rather. So $160 worth of freebies to the first person who gets a male or female vitality stack with that discount code. Again, you can cancel or modify your subscription at any time, but keep in mind the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. So you do want to get a consistent dose to experience the full range of benefits. A ton of people are on the site right now. And the second most potent superfood for men and women is the organic ashwagandha, which massively increases melatonin production. So you get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it. It's a hormone optimizer. It's pro-fertile. It increases cognition. And it's also extremely powerful for calibrating your endocrine system. And that's all of your hormones. So that's why that's in both the male and female stack. Again, the first person to get a male or female stack on the site with the discount code 44life, you get $160 worth of freebies included in your freaking order. Usually it's like 10% off or something like that, and or a micro freebie. This is like one of the craziest deals they've done in a long time. And a ton of people were asking me when the next freebie deal is at Chalk. So we got it right now, $160 worth of freebies. Shout out to Farmer Nate. Nate, I see what you're saying now. He didn't have the vegan angle. Look at what he said, and I 100% agree. I do tend to believe that that is the practice that you're discussing right now is 100% satanic, and I am with you 100% all the way, Farmer Nate. I'm glad. I was going to say, what kind of Farmer Nate is vegan? So he's not talking about veganism. He's talking about the strange dichotomy between if you accidentally or if you intentionally run over ducks, you get in huge trouble. But if you read what he said, it's shocking, man. I know it is bad. And also, not to mention, like, dude, the fertility crisis right now. Fertility clinics, call one. They're booked. People are becoming infertile because of the chemicals in the food, air, and water supply. Not to mention the heavy metals and the glyphosate, which is banned in Europe, but is the number one sprayed. Like, think of how opposite it is that in Europe, glyphosate, this chemical, is fully banned. And over here, it's the most widely used, most popular herbicide on the freaking continent of North America. How is it that there could be such a stark contrast between policies? Who's wrong? Because someone's wrong. Are they wrong for banning glyphosate over there? Or are we wrong for spraying the shit out of it over here? And it ends up in our bloodstream and our water supply. It's freaking shocking, dude. We got to be detoxing this freaking glyphosate. So, hold on a second. So, guys, the website, that's right. Yeah, it's chalk.com, CHOQ.com. And when you put a male or female vitality stack in your cart, if you're the first person to get it, you're getting $160 worth of freebies in addition to your 44% off lifetime discount. Now, we also found out, just so you know, in the male and female stack, you have the ashwagandha, right? Listen to these freaking benefits, dude, because I knew some off by heart. That's right. Look what Hidden History said. He's 100% true. I've seen that too. That is crazy. And Natasha, the scientist thing is a bit of a joke, but I consider myself a bit of a scientist, yeah, but I'm definitely not like credentialed or whatever. So get this, ashwagandha is an adaptogenic herb widely used in Ayurvedic tradition that significantly supports healthy stress response and anxiety response and cortisol levels. It actually lowers cortisol. It improves sleep quality, which massively increases your natural energy throughout the day because you're getting a way more rejuvenative and restorative sleep, which is freaking huge, by the way. And I didn't mention this, but Wi-Fi disrupts your melatonin production. So you get a less rejuvenative or restorative sleep if your Wi-Fi is on. And people are exposed to like 50 Wi-Fi routers right now if you're in a city, if not 100 of them. So ashwagandha also massively improves sleep quality. It boosts athletic performance. It increases male and female fertility and may enhance cognitive function. The ashwagandha is in both the male and female vitality stack. And when that's taken with the shilajit is a potentiator, so it increases the potential of any other herb or superfood that's taken with it. Hold on. Congratulations to who just got the shilajit and the Tongkat Ali, which is an amazing freaking combo. Now, it's not quite a stack, so they don't get the $160 worth of freebies, but whoever just got the shilajit and the Tongkat Ali, you're going to get the $60 bottle of the chalk minerals included in your order automatically. They also used the discount code properly, that 44% off lifetime discount. Next person to get a male or female stack gets $160 worth of freebies, the $100 bag of chocolate powder, and the $60 bottle of chalk minerals. Now, the third superfood that's in the male vitality stack is the Tongkat 100. And the Tongkat massively, shout out to Natasha. That's the first video you saw of mine, eh, Natasha? I'm going to tell you a story about that video in 2 seconds. Shout out to Natasha, Patriot78. The third superfood in the male stack is the Tongkat 100, which is wildcrafted Tongkat Ali from the chemical-free Malaysian rainforest. This stuff is clinically studied to boost free testosterone 87% in 21 days, plus sperm count, sperm motility, muscle mass, muscle endurance, and muscle recovery. And also up to, listen to this, up to a 688% increase in sperm count. Tongkat Ali, bro. Are you freaking nuts? Every single guy today, if he's eating normally, conventionally, showering in tap water, sperm count's off a cliff, testosterone levels are off of a cliff. We got to be doing something about it. So congratulations to who just did something about it by getting the shilajit and the Tongkat Ali. Next person to get a male or female stack with the discount code 44life on the subscription, gets $160 worth of freebies. Now, the other benefits that is shocking for the Tomcat is that it massively increases natural energy throughout the day as well, which is a major game changer because of the hormone benefits. Increased energy, reduced fatigue. So Natasha, I made that video about the turtle calendar video. And some complete glue bag who I thought would be cool idiotically reacted or whatever to my video. And what he said was, shout out to Tim, whose brain fog has been cleared up from taking the chalk Shilajit. And I forget what else you're taking, Tim, but you're taking the Shilajit. I think you're taking the Tomcat. Freaking awesome, man. Shout out to Tim. Farmer Nate, yes, I would say 100%. But here's the thing. This guy took my video and said, like, I don't even remember. It's just stupid drama. But basically, he said that I'm an idiot because some turtles don't have 13 scutes and 28 carapaces, which is the chunks of segments on their shell. But by and large, like 90 some odd % of turtles have 13 scutes, 28 days. And I guess he was just a fluoride drinking guy, but also enjoyed housing and looking after turtles. Like he was a turtle kind of guy. He has a bunch of turtles at his house. So I guess he felt like personally attacked by this guy saying like turtles are these ancient calendars that people used to go by. The ancients did. Keep in mind too, the ancients are the same ones who built structures that we can't even come close to building today, which is shocking. So we should be taking a note out of their books. It's not like they were unadvanced, you know. Speaking of the pineal gland, someone DM'd me this morning. This is why you never know where everyone's at, right? So basically, there's someone asked me, what is the pineal gland? What does it even really kind of do? And for me, it's been like 10, 12, maybe 13 years of being aware of, you know, it's been a while since I've known about this, but some people are learning about it literally today, man, which is freaking awesome. And so the pineal gland, yes, it is the seat of your soul. It is the connection point between your physical body and your soul. And we know that it's also the psychic center and the point where your intuition is supposed to come from. And so, interestingly, fluoride, and Google actually confirms this, fluoride absorbs into the pineal gland faster than any other tissue in the body. And that's fully confirmed because it's a porous or absorbent gland or something. Fluoride goes to your pineal gland like a freaking magnet, and it calcifies it and makes it not function to its peak form. Shilajit, Irish moss, which is in the female vitality stack, which is wildcrafted from Nova Scotia, which is huge because most Irish moss is farmed in the Caribbean and it's full of microplastics. So Shilajit, Irish moss, and the chalk minerals, which you're getting for free if you get the male or female stack, all massively increase pineal gland function, and they're believed to decalcify the pineal gland. Also, very good. That's right, Ish. Shout out to Ish. He said that the chocolate is also very good for the heart. That's why cacao is associated with Valentine's Day. Valentine's, see, that is something that gets me when someone says Valentine's time, Tine. Anyway, because it's good for your heart, the love hormone. Also, cacao increases oxytocin, which is the love and bonding hormone. And again, you're getting the free $100 bag of the chocolate powder and a $60 bottle of the chalk minerals if you're the next person to get a male or female vitality stack at chalk.com with the discount code 44life. Lifetime 44% off discount. You can cancel or modify your subscription at any time. Just keep in mind, a lot of the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. So you do want to get a consistent dose to experience the full range of benefits. Now, with that, I'm taking the Irish moss and the chalk minerals right now. And then I'm going to take the chalk daily in a second, but you got to keep up the consistent dose, dude. They were spraying trails out the yin yang yesterday, man, which is shocking. Yeah, Sonny, I wouldn't doubt it, eh? Frick. Especially that scopolamine shit if they did that to him. Really rules and tools. He said, this is the classic Ayurvedic Rasayana combination, Shilajit and ashwagandha. Oh, yeah, dude. Why do you think that's in both the male and female vitality stack? Now, guys, listen. Yeah, I'm sure it did, Natasha, but we can rejuvenate and restore from that, I'm sure. Hold on a second. A couple people are on the site right now with single or double things in their cart, like a Shilajit, a Moss, a Tongkat Ali, and a Shilajit. Keep in mind, the most bang for your buck on today's live is the male or female vitality stack, because that way you're getting 3 superfoods, 44% off for life, and then you get the full-blown $160 worth of freebies on top of that. That's how you get the full-blown dose of freebies, and it is first come, first serve, and there's a lot more people on the site right now then there is freebies to give away. So if you're hearing this right now, get your order placed ASAP so that you get the full-blown dose of freaking freebies and feel like $1,000,000 taking the stack. Of course, the freebies are dope, but the main thing to be focusing on is the fact that you're getting clinically studied adaptogens that have over 5,000 third-party verified 5-star reviews, such as the Shilajit, the Ashwagandha, the Tongkat Ali, the Irish Moss. Also, we found out this in the male stack. Look at this, okay? This is freaking wild. So in the male vitality stack, the number 1 supplement for men is the Chalk Daily, okay? Chalk Daily has Shilajit in it, and it has 4 other adaptogens that's specifically formulated for men. So Mucuna, also known as Velvet Bean, Tim, she asked if the COVID jab went after the pineal gland or attacks the pineal gland. I said yes, but I believe it can be rejuvenated. Then she said, thank goodness, because she's nervous. Also, because she said cuz with an S, I'm wondering if she's from either Australia or Europe. I know you may be thinking, what the heck kind of profile is that? But no, I'm a profiler, man. I can profile. And if you say cuz with an S, usually you're not from here. Shout out to Amy, by the way. So, guys, I'll talk about the Mucuna in a second, but in the female vitality stack, the Irish Moss, right? Listen to freaking this. There is more benefits for the Irish Moss for women than I even could wrap my head around. And I thought I knew a bunch of benefits. So listen to this. Hold on a second. Boom, bang, bang. And again, I know a lot of them off by heart, but it is cool seeing Google's AI. I know, freaking AI, compiling info. So listen to this. Irish Moss offers significant benefits for women, primarily supporting thyroid function, hormonal balance, nutrient intake, and fertility. Due to its high iodine and mineral content, it acts as a prebiotic to improve gut health while improving skin health, boosting immunity, and providing essential iron and calcium. So it's often used to support hormonal health and aiding in fertility. Skin, hair, and nails, often used for beauty. It contains nutrients that supports collagen production, resulting in improved skin hydration and stronger hair, which is freaking awesome. Shout out to Rabbi Singh. So this is something that is a point of contention for some, but basically the National Journal of Ayurvedic Medicine recommends to be taking only forms of hot water purified Shilajit, because the tar resin Shilajit, which many people misconstrue as being the raw or unaltered Shilajit, is usually, so Shilajit in its natural form is solid. To get it into a tar resin, it's minimum 20 to 30% water. Plus, it usually contains heavy metals and other impurities that most companies do not purify because it costs money to do so. So when Chalk started out in 2019, they looked for the best, most highest quality gold standard of Shilajit that exists. They landed on the Chalk hot water purified Shilajit because it's hot water purified. They evaporate the water, making it a potent concentrate. On average, it has 5 to 10 times as many bioactive compounds as conventional Shilajit, tar resin, and it also has 12 clinical studies on it. So the benefits from that include, and this is freaking wild, and again, this is not all of the benefits. So don't think this is all of the benefits. This is literally the tip of the iceberg. Shut up, Dialed. There's no way, bro. There's no way, dude. So get this. Boosts energy and vitality. Shilajit contains, okay, so hold on a second. Somebody just got a Chalk Irish Moss and a chocolate powder. Congratulations to who just got the moss and the lit. Remember, that's wild crafted Irish moss and the chocolate powder, the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia. Someone just got the moss and the lit. Congratulations. You're going to get a free $60 bottle of the chalk minerals. So congratulations to who just got the moss and the lit. That means, so they're still getting a freebie, but that means we still have a slot left for the $160 worth of freebies, which is if you get the male or female vitality stack with the discount code 44life. There's a ton of people on the site right now. We're going to shout out the live in a second, but congratulations to who just got the moss. If you're on the fence, get your order placed ASAP to get the freebies locked in and that massive lifetime discount, which again, you can cancel or modify your subscription at any time. But keep in mind, the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. So the Shilajit for men and women massively increases cognitive function because it increases the production of new brain cells, which gives you enhanced memory, concentration, focus, and cognition. Rabbi said the best way to consume the Irish moss, dude. So the Irish moss is conveniently placed into capsules. So you just take, here's my triple dose of the moss, right? Or not a triple dose, a daily recommended dose of the Irish moss is 3 capsules. And that is what a lot of the benefits are based on. It's just 3 capsules a day of the moss, which has the full matrix of minerals. It massively increases nutrient absorption. So you get way more nutrients from the foods you're already eating to begin with, because every single vitamin requires a mineral to activate it. Let me say this, Robbie, too. If you experienced any benefit, if you felt any benefit from the tar resin Shilajit, you will notice a massive difference from the hot water purified Shilajit from chalk, just based on the fact that there's way more bioactive compounds in the chalk Shilajit than conventional Shilajit. Also, as you know, that boosts testosterone. And if you combine that with the Tongkat Ali, which is in the male vitality stack, this stuff boosts free testosterone 87% in 21 days, plus sperm count, sperm motility, muscle mass, muscle endurance, and muscle recovery. And it even says that it can boost sperm count up to 688 flipping dipping percent, dude, which is freaking mind-blowing. The other cool benefit of the Shilajit too, by the way, is that it breaks down amyloid plaque. Amyloid plaque is a compound that builds up on your neurons as you age, which affects the ability for your neurons to communicate to each other. So basically is some of the reasons why people as they age get bad memory. It's not just from the heavy metals. That doesn't help, of course, but it's because the amyloid plaque buildup. Keep in mind, too, if you guys are on the site right now, there's a number of people on the site. We are going to be shouting out the live on Instagram imminently. So if you're on the site, quickly get your order placed ASAP and get the discount code applied on it, 44life. That's 44LIFE, because I don't know when Chalk will do this deal again. $160 worth of freebies and 44% off for life, which is freaking insane. Shout out to Rabbi. He's on holidays in India. Let me go back to Australia in July, and then I will surely order from Chalk. Shout out to Rabbi, dude. I will hold a slot for you because it's July, eh? So it's a multi-month trip, eh, dude? Well, congratulations, dude. He's a globe trotter, or should I say a flat earth trotter. Shout out to Mr. Singh, man. I'll try to hold a slot for you, man. I do recommend, we do ship to India, and to be honest, it's shipping to India as fast as it ships to Australia. But I just don't know that I can guarantee the $160 worth of freebies come July, but definitely could today. But either way, if you DM me, I can see what we can do. But it is max freebies and max discount on this live. And again, this is only for Rumble Live. No other parts of the internet are we doing $160 worth of freebies and 44% off for life. Shout out to Tim, by the way, guys. Tim, I see why it's important for you to be detoxing. Even if you didn't get the thing, it's still good to be detoxing regardless. You know what I mean? And I will also say that I do bet that someone who did get those procedures done during the height of the lockdowns and everything, I bet you there are some people who got the injections who are actually healthier than some people who did not. And I know that may sound shocking, and maybe it's a hard thing to compare, but it's just like we know that wisdom teeth removals are a scam. Like, you're supposed to have your wisdom teeth, right? No way, Sing. Are you serious, dude? Is that how you found me or what? But you know, like some people got their wisdom teeth yanked out, and that's not the best thing for your meridians. But some people with their wisdom teeth are not healthier. Like there's some people who are super unhealthy, but they have their wisdom teeth. They're not even circumcised, and they're, you know, we got to talk about that one too. Shout out to Sing, man. Sing, that's awesome, dude. Maybe he orders for you and sends it to you upside down across the globe, and we get you hooked up with the freebies. Shout out to Sing, man. Natasha says she needs to detox the nanobots out. I 100% agree. The more you research and do deep dives into this stuff, the more you realize how imperative it is to be detoxing and rejuvenating your system. There's a couple people on their carts right now with the male and female vitality stacks. If you get both stacks, let's say you think your health is important and your partner, your wife or your husband, you will be hooked up to a different degree if you get a double stack on the live. If you get the male and female stack on the live, you'll be hooked up massively. And again, this is many people's first time ever even dipping their toes into detoxifying and boosting their DNA and getting the heavy metals out. Like this is a freaking built different kind of situation here. Some people are about to take their, like the person who just got the moss and the lit powder. That's a different, that's a step, that's a new leaf. That's the next chapter, the start of the next chapter of that person's life, who hasn't even commented on the live, by the way. So I don't know who they are, but they ordered from the live. We're talking about detox, man. We're talking about boosting our brain function. The cacao. Look at the benefits that Rules and Tools said. Cacao has, the chalk heirloom cacao has 80 times as many as many antioxidants as blueberries, and 16 times as many bioactive antioxidants as goji berries, which are considered to be like the biggest freaking thing out there. Again, you get a free lit powder and a free $60 bottle of chalk minerals for the next person to get a male or female stack at chalk.com with the discount code 44life. Singh said, I've been following you on Instagram for 8 years. Wow. And because of your lives, I didn't take, oh gosh, any shot, and trust me, I feel more sharp and physically fit if I compare to people of my age. Dude, shout out to Sing, man. I mean, look at the butterfly effect of that. I never even knew this guy existed. He's known me for almost a decade. He's paying attention. He knows there is a satanic plan against humanity right now, 100%. Nate said they're going to do another lockdown soon. I know, but it's going to be energy lockdowns instead. By the way, guys, the freebies will not show up at checkout. Like, it's not going to say free lit, free minerals. They're getting physically placed into your package when it's packed up, and it's going to show up at your door. So it's not going to show up on your order form, but it's going to be put into your box and shipped to you. So people at Chalk right now who are working in the shipping department, which there's like 2 of, small business guys, they got the note that anyone who orders a stack on this live, during this live with that discount code, get the $160 worth of freebies. So if you're on the site right now, get your order placed ASAP, because I'm about to shut up the live on Instagram again. There's going to be a ton of people, and we will give away the freebies. But I do want to say another congratulations to the dear soul who got the chalk Irish moss and the chalk lit powder. That's an amazing combo. Now, remember too, the whatchamacallit, King of Bees says, yo, I got the 4 chalks. Amazing. I love it. Shout out to King of Bees who ordered last week, and he's feeling like $1 million, like what, 24 hours into taking chalk for the first time. Shout out to freaking King of Bees, dude. Absolutely amazing. And you know what? Again, when I got messaged, someone yesterday said, damn, man, like, I'm really hearing a lot about chalk. And I'm like, bro, you should have seen it. Went on last Monday, I think. Kate, I love it. Keep commenting stuff like that, Kate. People are stoked, and I love hearing it. But yeah, don't be scared or fearful, anyone. No one be fearful. Fear is a vibration lowering emotion. A guy came on here and said that him and his wife were trying for, he did say 10 years, but that sounds so crazy that I'm just going to say 5 years, but he did say 10. That him and his wife have been trying to conceive a child for a decade. He started taking chalk. She started taking chalk. They were both on the male and female vitality stacks. And then he came on the live on Monday and said that they have a baby due in June. Bro, That's the butterfly effect. So when someone's like, why don't we talk more about Michelle Obama? I'm thinking, dude, we have a child in the ether that's about to be born because their parents detoxed and boosted their fertility. Shocking, man. It's freaking amazing. That's right, Isaiah, 100%. 100%, man. Sting, I appreciate that, dude. I see it as when I started waking up to some of this stuff, I did feel obligated to share it with other people. You know, I do feel obligated to share info and whatnot. I don't feel like being worshipped in any way or being put on a pedestal like I'm so cool and so smart or anything of the sort, because anyone who knows anything knows they barely know shit, right? But I do appreciate that I'm able to make a positive impact. I do appreciate that, but I'm not proud of it because pride is a sin. Okay, hold on a second. There's a bunch of people on the site right now. Guys, remember, you're putting the male or female stack in your cart. You're applying the discount code 44life. That's 44LIFE. Yes, Jay, Seeker of Truth, make sure you put the discount code 44LIFE. That was psychic, man. He's asking at the same time I'm saying. So you put the male vitality stack in your cart. You apply the discount code 44. There we go. Mega Tim did it too. 44LIFE, and that works on the subscription. Make sure it's the subscription to the mail stack, not the one-time order. Otherwise, the one-time order, the code doesn't work for the one-time order. Remember, too, that you can cancel or modify your subscription at any time, but keep in mind the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. So you do want to get a consistent dose to experience the full range of benefits. But with that being said, even taking it for 1 month is freaking good for you, dude. Major hormone, brain function, detox benefits, and testosterone, of course. I'm going to take a triple dose, or rather a daily dose of the chalk Irish moss. You can tell it's the moss because, hold on, it'll focus here in a second. It's purple, and it has like little specks of minerals. Hold on, this hand is better, I think. Hold on a sec. Usually if you put your hand, not in front of it. There we go. So it's purple. It's got these beautiful flecks in it. And it looks like the galaxies, bro, which we know is not a galaxy. It looks like the stars, which we know are actually angels in the firmament. I know, dude. $2.50 a liter. Shut up, Nate. We got a similar situation, shitstorm over here too, bro. 100%. Rules and Tools says that cells renew every 90 days. That's true. And even anyone who, any age you are, the maximum age your cells are is 7 years old. You're constantly rebuilding and rejuvenating your system, dude. But you got to give it the nutrients to do so. That's what we got to wrap our heads around. So hold on a second. There's a bunch of people on the site. Remember, we basically have one slot left for the free $160 worth of freebies. I'm going to shut out the live on Instagram here real quick. If you're on the fence, get your order placed ASAP so you can lock in the freebies, because otherwise we're going to have a bunch more people on here and we'll end up giving away the max freebie dose. Okay, so wow, there is a ton of people on the site right now, though. That's crazy. More people than we can actually give freebies to. So get your order placed ASAP. Let me take this dose of the Irish moss while several people are checking out. And by the way, if you check out at literally the same time as someone else, we're going to get you hooked up. Don't think, oops, oopsie daisy, you're a day late and $1 short. So yeah, let's go do the Irish moss here. You do have to do enough water down the hatch because sometimes you'll be burping the taste of Irish moss every once in a while. Usually take it with food, usually in the morning too. But because I'm intermittent fasting, I got an empty stomach right now. So it's getting absorbed as if it's first thing in the morning. Yeah, intermittent. Dude, you know what? I'll say this. I know that Mega Tim loves a good scoff. He loves a good meal. I know that all of you guys love a good meal. Who doesn't, right? But fasting, when you detach from the tastes and the worldly, it's worldly to be all about food and being a foodie and tasting and yummy. That's worldly. Stepping back and fasting. Jesus fasted for 40 days. I fasted for 8 days, water fast. Let's fast, guys. And then even it's shocking what happens. If you're older than 40, you would be benefiting massively from Shilajit and Lit powder. That's right, rules and tools. I mean, anyone benefits massively from it. But yeah, anyone who's not detoxed before, this is a big freaking deal, man. Look at Rules and Tools said. He said the Lit powder is linked to longevity and telomere length. So guys, listen, the people who are on the site right now, when you place your order to the male or female staff, you're getting the $100 bag of the chalk Lit powder and the $60 bottle of the chalk minerals. If you're the ones that are on the fence right now, because there's a bunch of people on the site, quickly get your order placed ASAP. This is going to be literally, I will say this confidently, one of the best health decisions someone among you has ever made in their lives. And I don't say that lightly, bro. Like, yes, stopping eating GMOs is a big health decision. Stopping drinking fluoride, good health decision. Taking superfoods that have been revered for thousands of years and studied through ancient history is a good decision. Hold on a second. Let me know. Okay, so just so you guys know, some idiot said on one of my posts that was shouting out a guy exposing the car agenda, what they're doing with the cars. He says, you have 1.2 million followers now. How are we supposed to verify that you are not part of the controlled opposition? And I said, what the hell do you possibly think the Illuminati has to gain from me sharing a video about how they're trying to control our ability to drive our own vehicles? And then he goes, why did you avoid the question, brother? I guess I answered a question with a question, but those kind of questions are so fucking stupid that it makes me honestly wonder how aware some people really are, man. Like, do you guys have an inkling of intuition? I'm sitting here with an antique lamp behind me in my office with the TV's fireplace reflecting on a cool, awesome Orthodox, what do you call it, iconography. I got organic linen curtains behind me. I'm talking about superfoods. Fuck, man. I don't know what to say. If I start being the #1 top trending YouTuber in the whole wide world and I'm bigger than Mr. Beast and I'm signed with fucking Disney, then you can ask me about being controlled opposition or something. But I'm pretty sure we all have a pineal gland that should be working somewhat, and we have intuition. Yeah, I know. Singh, I know, dude. It's a war on humanity, bro, 100%. Shout out to Singh, who knows it's going on. But Singh, as long as you stay true to your, keep detoxing and keep your head on a swivel and be aware of what's going on, Singh, that's what you can do. And spread the word, man, as best you can, too. Shout out to Kate. I know, Kate. It's like, makes me question them when they ask that, you know? Okay, hold on a second. Dude, hold on. Someone just got something crazy. Guys, comment if you're the guy who just got something crazy. Let me double check here. Hold on a sec. Okay, the next person to get a male or female stack gets there we go. Shout out to Jay, Seeker of Truth. Order has been placed. Can't wait. Been following you a long time and love your content. Shout out to Jay, Seeker of Truth. For one, who's seeking truth. For two, who just took a gigantic leap into the direction of a healthy life choice, lifestyle change. This is something you do want to incorporate into your lifestyle. Shout out to Seeker of Truth, who just got a male vitality stack, which means he's getting the $100 bag of the chocolate powder and a $60 bottle of the chalk minerals in conjunction with his Chalk Daily, his Tomcat 100, and his organic ashwagandha. Dude, you are going to feel like $1 million freaking bucks. And I'm so stoked for you. And keep in mind, the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. So you do want to get a consistent dose. I love you, Seeker of Truth. Also, thank you for keeping the lights on the stream too, dude. Of course, it supports the page and channel and Rumble and everything. To have you guys take action to your health, it's a win-win, man. So congratulations to Jay Seeker, and I'm stoked you got in on the freebie deal as well. Let me double check here. Boom, bang, bing. Yeah, if Chris James is still on, dude, shout out to Chris James, man. He is built different. If you guys knew what he does. Let's just say he's built different, man, fully. Okay, hold on a second. Boom, bang, bing. One sec. Okay, you guys, freaking awesome. Okay, I'm gonna shut out the. So here's the thing. There's still a number of people who are browsing on the site, and I'm trying to think. So, lightning round. If you get anything at chalk.com, that's right, dialed. If you get anything at chalk.com, you're getting a free $100 bag of lit powder. If you get a stack, you get the lit and the minerals. And if you get a double stack, you get the lit, the minerals, and the Chalk 7 Wonders, which is the adaptogenic mushroom blend from Chalk, which massively increases a pineal gland function. It's got chaga, lion's mane, turkey tail, cordyceps, oyster, reishi, and maitake mushrooms in it. $60 value. If you get a double stack, male and female stack, you get $220 worth of freebies. If you get a regular stack, you get the lit and the minerals. And if you get anything, you get the lit. I'm going to check with Chalk to see if anyone's moving around on the site right now. If they are, this is basically the last call because they just gave me a 10-minute countdown timer, which they told me to start now. 9 minutes and 57 seconds, guys. If you're on the freaking site, this is the best deal Chalk literally has ever done. And I know you guys may be thinking, well, there's not a shitload of people on the live right now. No, but there's still a number of people on the site from that previous shout out who are browsing, dude. They're on the fence. They want to detox. They want to boost their system. Make sure you apply the discount code 44life, of course. You get 44% off for life on the subscription to any superfood or stack. Double stack, you get $220 worth of freebies. I know Ish, he definitely is corrupted and controlled because Mr. Beast did promote fake meat and Neuralink. What do you think that's called, dude? It's freaking shocking. That's hilarious, Singh. His girlfriend thinks that he's talking to some other girl because he's not replying to her messages. Well, Sting, you know, the good thing with Rumble, if you have the app, you can leave the app and the video still play. Unlike YouTube, where you have to pay for that function. Hold on a second. Yeah, pretty much. Well, you know what I saw, Isaiah? It was like young men and women, right? So like teenagers and early adults, like 18 to 25, let's say. Generally, they're not listening to the main politicians or anything of the sort. They listen to celebrities. So is it too crazy to think that they would control celebrities to promote the agenda that the elites are promoting to be able to access their consciousness from an angle that they would like to absorb, like through celebrities? You know what I mean? I wonder. Okay, guys, 7 minutes and 50 seconds left. This is the final call on the massive amount of freebies. You're going to feel like a million freaking bucks taking them. Let me double check. Oh, damn. Well, Tim, right now, Tim, let's hook you up, dude. You're a regular on the live. You're already subscribed to Chalk. Do this, Tim. This is easy. Go get a stack if you're feeling crazy because you want all the freebies possible. Get a double stack or something. And just put in the order notes or no, not even this. I'm talking to Chalk right now. Get your stack, and I'll tell them to just go on the live chat on the site and say, can you please send this order number? Boom. You don't even need to say that. Just literally put your address in on the live chat on the site and say, I'd like this order sent here, and they'll do it for you, dude. You don't even have to lift a finger. You have to lift a little bit of a finger. But if you get the male or female stack or both, tell the live chat on the site who's online right now, hey, can you send this here? Boom. You don't got to go into your account. You don't got to make a new account. You don't got to do nothing. And again, if you get the male and female stack, you get the free lit, the free minerals, and the free 7 wonders, which is $220 worth of freebies. But if you get a single stack, you get the lit and the minerals, which is freaking smoking too. That's $160 worth of freebies. Shout out to Rules and Tools. And you know what, too? It is cool. The last couple lives, a lot of people have gotten 5 minutes and 55 seconds left, by the way, guys. A lot of people have gotten male and female stacks for their husbands and wives, like as opposed to being the only one in the house who's detoxing heavy metals and decalcifying their pineal gland, you know? And that's just freaking awesome. That's a power couple right there, dude. 100%. Shout out to Tim, who I think is taking up on that offer for his niece too. Like, what a lovely thing. And Tim, you know what? That's just so great. Tim's getting something for his niece, guys. Like, when you get it for your family, you know, they say, give your first and best portions. Like in the Bible, it says, you don't give someone the scraps off your plate. You give them the best portions and best dose of it. So it's incredible, man, to do that, to send someone a stack, Tim, like the karmic benefits of that and or the butterfly effect of that is huge, man. I think this is what I don't, this is not what powers me, but 4 minutes and 44 seconds left, guys. But what I do think about every once in a while is how if we can get one person to decalcify their pineal gland, if we can get one person to detox heavy metals, like that's a pretty big deal, man. And the effect you have on knowing one person, who, you know, you made it, when you tell one person, they have a sphere of influence of at least 7 people on average. So you're waking up a lot more people when you wake up one person, put it that way. Is it a way to auto order monthly? Because I am thinking of for my girl as well. Sing, yes. If you go get the female vitality stack and the male stack, you're going to get $220 worth of freebies, and you can totally manage your subscription from the back end of the site. No problem at all. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left, guys. So Sing, you can tell Chalk on the live chat what you want done. You can email them. You can text them. You can call them. They pick up the phone. A real person picks up the phone, like first ring. So yes, you can. That's what it is. So Sing, you go to chalk.com. You put the male and female stack in your cart. You apply the discount code 44life. You get a lifetime 44% off discount. And then automatically you get the $220 worth of freebies if you get the double stack, or the $160 worth of freebies if you get a single stack. And then that's on a subscription basis, which you can, like I said, cancel or modify your subscription at any time. Just keep in mind the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. Yeah, Farmer Nate is a little bit of a doomer. Like, yes, that's their plan, bro, but we win. So, like, look, that's when Satan will have full control of the earth. Farmer Nate, I believe you're in the beginning stages of your awareness and awakening, and I don't mean that condescendingly. Dude, we win in the end, bro. Don't think about the day when Satan fully controls the earth. Like, that's bullshit. That's never going to happen. Okay, 2 minutes and 34 seconds left. There's a bunch of people on the site right now. This is the lightning round. Get anything on the website. You're getting freebies. Get stacks. That's okay, Tim. Tim's going to order after the live. I'll get Chalk to hold a slot for you because you're a regular and because they know you very well, Tim. Shout out to Butterdog. And then also, Sing, I want to hold the slot for you too. There's 2 minutes left, guys. Get your orders placed ASAP, and make sure you use that discount code 44life as well. Do not pay full pop when they're doing 44% off for life. That's also how you get the freebies. Okay, Sing, no problem, dude. I'll try to hold the slot for you too then, man. No problem. Hold on. A couple people are checking out right now. I'm on the, hold on, let me double check. Boom, bang, bing. Yeah, but I think he's returning before Satan has full control, Nate. I like how you know that, though. 1 minute and 38 seconds left, guys. Should don't go against God and win in any scenario ever. Satan, or rephrase, say that again, Kate. There's a typo there. I'm trying to. When that happens, that'll be during 7 years tribulation. Main goal is to not be here when that happens, when you build a relationship with Jesus. You don't go against God and win in any scenario ever. That's right, of course. You can't go against God and win in the long term anyway. You know? So, Isaiah, you're pre-tribulation then, eh? Interesting. I still got to find out what I'm at. 57 seconds left, guys, and there's a ton of people on the site right now still. Get your orders placed ASAP, guys. Massive freebies, massive discounts. 44 life is the code. Let me see here. Boom, bang, bing. I'm getting updated in real time. Shout out to Sing, man. Welcome to Rumble, too, by the way, bro. It's good to have you on. Shout out to Tim, who said he's 60 years old and chalk is making him young and beautiful again. That's awesome, Tim. I believe it, man. It boosts your brain function. It boosts your freaking, whatchamacallit, hair, skin, and nails. It's a superfood. Let me see here. Okay, let me check. Checking out. Okay, so someone's checking out. So whoever's checking out right now, we're going to hold this deal for you to get all the freebies. So if you're the one checking out, rest assured you are getting hooked up to the max massively. If you're the one on the site right now checking out. Let me see here. Sec. Here we go. Okay, yes. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I knew that, Kate. You meant them. Yeah, for sure. Humbly, if it began right now, most of us will probably be in the tribulation and have to walk in faith the hard way. I know that too, Nate. Yeah, you can't take Satan's mark of the beast, otherwise you don't make it into heaven, man. Even if it's till death do us part, pretty much, dude. You know what I mean? Which is a shocking thought, but crazier things have happened throughout human history, man. We'll see, but I just feel like this. We have I don't know that I've went this far in life to then all of a sudden be connected to AI and killed by Satan. Like, I guess if it's God's will, it'll be His will, but I don't know that that's in the cards. Okay, hold on a second. 2 people are plugging in their cards right now. By the way, I can't see the back end of the site. I'm getting real-time updates from Chalk, from their main rep who's on the site right now, updating me where everyone's at. So yeah, people are punching it in. Dude, you're going to freaking love whoever is checking out the mail stack right now. That Chalk Daily, the Makuna in there, I didn't even get to finish reading or telling you the benefits of that. But basically, Makuna benefits for men, increases sperm count and concentration, improves sperm motility and viability, supports healthy oxidative stress response in seminal plasma, which protects sperm from damage. Oh, so from like Wi-Fi, smart meters, cell towers, and all that kind of crazy stuff. That's right, Kate. Yes, it is. I know that. Kate, shut up. We really are on the same freaking wavelength. By increasing dopamine levels in the brain. This is the Makuna that's in the Chalk Daily, that's in the male vitality stack. I know Indians are waking up to chemtrails. I've heard about that. I've seen some videos. Indians are waking up to chemtrails too, dude, which is freaking good. I saw a viral video came out of India of this Indian guy saying it's they're spraying us, dude. And Bill Gates has his fingerprints all over India's food supply as well. It's shocking. So in the Chalk Daily that's in the male stack, it boosts L-DOPA, which increases dopamine levels in the brain and acts as an aphrodisiac that boosts reproductive organ function massively. Also, it supports testosterone levels just by taking that 2 little capsules of chalk daily a day, man. Massively beneficial to your hormones, to your testosterone, to your brain function. And then also improves mood and reduces stress. How does it reduce stress? It reduces, or sorry, I got to say, it supports a healthy stress response, put it that way, by affecting cortisol levels. Cortisol is the stress hormone, of course. And so with Mucuna, it calibrates it, put it that way. Enhances physical performance and muscle mass. Can you freaking believe that, dude? And that's just one superfood in the mail stack in the Chalk Daily. So think about that, bro. That's in the mail stack that you're getting right now. And then you're getting $160 worth of freebies. Make sure you apply that discount code 44life to get the 44% off lifetime discount. Do not pay full pop. And then you're getting a $100 bag of the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, the chocolate powder, and the $60 bottle of the chalk minerals, which you're going to feel like $1 million taking. But this is basically the last call, but we're extending it for the dear soul who's on the site right now. And then Tim, remember to place your order too, because I told Chalk to hold a slot for you, and they will, because they know you, Tim. Tim's like a household name at Chalk, man. Big time. What they don't know, they automatically fear. That's right. Shout out to Kate. Love you too. My sister from another Mr. Kate. Wow. Guys, Kate is dialed. She's as dialed is, basically. The guy named Dialed on here, who is dialed. Okay, hold on a second. Let me double check. Boom, bang, bing. Let me see here. We got the TikTok, which is a GIMP fest. They'll just block you in 2 seconds if you post there. Don't worry about TikTok, guys. It's a hunk of junk. I don't even know if you guys have any TikToks either. Tim's in Missouri. Shout out to Tim, man. Stop by, hang out with Kate, or Kate, you stop by at Tim's. Tim, man. He is dialed too. Okay, so listen, if you're on the site right now and you're placing your mail stack, you're getting hooked up to the max. Make sure you place your order ASAP to lock in the freebies. We're going to cut the live here, but you're getting hooked up, so don't worry if you don't hear me talking anymore. You're still getting your freebies if you're getting the mail stack at chalk.com with the code 44life. And that goes for anyone who orders quickly after this live. Shout out to Tim. You can DM me on Instagram, and I'll make sure you get looked after as well. Much love, everyone. Thank you all for joining, and we'll see you on the next one. Make sure your live notifications are on as well so you know when we're live next, all right? Much love, everyone. We'll see you on the next one.